live. It's happening.
Let's go.
It's happening. And
I'm
we are
excited.
live. Okay, hold on. Let me bring in Zan. Where's Zan? Here we go. There's Zan. There's his face. Look at that. Let's bring in the chat. Oh, snap. We are good to go. All right, let me load up some League. It's been a while. Haven't seen you guys in a week. Let's see if my game has gotten better or worse. Zane the man, how we doing?
We're good. I'm excited. This is great.
Zane is good and excited. I like it. All right. Drew says finally. Listen, we had a couple of tech issues. We have a DJ in the house who doesn't have headsets, so we figured it out though.
It's so true.
and he's sporting a new shirt that's looking pretty fancy.
Can y'all see that? Can y'all?
With the custom, that's a one of a kind custom period after the E. Look at that.
Look.
Oh, that doesn't just happen. That's a limited edition.
Oh, this is amazing.
Plus the back. The back is pretty sick too.
Oh yeah. Look. Let me show the back. Tish was like super excited about this.
There it is. You can't read it well. What does it say? You can't see it on the. Oh, there you go. It's kind of blurry.
Not while Captain America's on the job.
That's right. Not while Captain America's on the job. That's what's up. That's what's up. Oh,
we was on cloud 9 for 2 days.
Oh, Drew, we didn't make it happen. Oh, Drew, what happened? That's my bad. Oh no, we're supposed to play with Drew. I botched that. I was so worried about getting Zane's internet, the sound working, that we didn't invite Drew. Drew,
Okay,
maybe
Drew.
somebody will dodge.
Next game.
Maybe somebody will dodge. Maybe someone will dodge. Maybe someone will dodge. Anyway, all right, Drew. Super botched. It has been a bit botched. We've been a week off. We need to get back into the flow. We haven't done stuff for a while. We're working on it. Zane's having some issues. I had some issues, and we're working out the kinks. And now we're ready to go. Let's see. All right, Zane's in charge of the chat. You can see the chat, Zane?
Yes, I can see it.
All right.
Perfect.
So
Yeah, welcome Drew. Welcome Neville. Welcome Wahi. Max Duran is in the house. Duran. Okay.
okay, what do we got?
Good. So make sure I don't miss anyone, especially Drew. It's only because you didn't invite me. Okay. Raphael's in the house. Okay, Raphael's got the first question. Hi, Evan. What is the best way to clear emotional baggage?
Best way to clear emotional baggage? It's forwards, right? Like whatever that trauma was that happened to you, the problem is you're still living in the past. You're still wishing that the person did something different, that you did something different, that you reacted in a different way, repeating the scenarios over and over and over again, as opposed to just give yourself permission to understand that you did the best you could with what you had. Like whatever happened, or if something happened to you, they were just doing the best that they could with what they had. Forgive yourself for anything that happened in the past, and now it's about building a better future going forward. Like, what do you want to become? What are you trying to create? And if you get a future vision that you're actually excited about, instead of constantly reliving the past traumas and whatever happened, emotional baggage as you call it, then that's when things start to shift.
Excellent. And I can add. I like to add this to it. This is a technique I learned from Evan through Tony Robbins from Date with Destiny. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you, and I love you.
It's a good one. That's a good one. I like that. So it's called I forget what it's called, the Ho'oponopono or something. It's a Hawaiian blessing that when if you want to actually have forgiveness, you just say that and just imagine the person is saying that that they probably did not want to screw you over. They're probably in a lot of pain. Whatever happened is a shame. It's bad. It's in the past. And that could actually be the greatest source of inspiration. If you believe, like I believe, that your purpose comes from your pain, whatever struggles you went through is now your guiding purpose going forward, so that other people don't have to suffer the same way that you did, right? Like, it's through service. It's seeing that you had that baggage, you had that pain, And now you're going to build something better for yourself and for the people around you so that it doesn't continue to happen to people.
Super cool. Okay.
I still feel bad, Drew. Drew was here early. He was ready to go. He was
super
here
early.
Yeah, and anyway, I got excited. We were up against. I panicked, Drew. I panicked under the pressure. That's what happened. I panicked under the pressure. We had 1 minute to go. It took Zan like 18 minutes to get a headset.
19 minutes.
So we had 1 minute to go, and we just went live, and I got into game. So it's my bad. I buckled under the pressure, and I apologize, Drew. I still feel bad.
Drew, we still feel you. We get you next time, Drew, because Drew's like, no, super boss, da-da-da-da. So we know Drew comments. Hey, but listen, guys, on the side note, look at Evan's background. Isn't that the coolest? Green, blue, is changing colors. It's like a whole new studio.
It's happening. It's also painted. You can't see it from this angle or this color, but I painted the back wall black and the side wall red.
So yeah, let me see. Super boss, Evan. This is oh, this is a good one. Okay. I say you better win. Why he said you better win?
You better win. We're trying. I'm gonna do my best.
And then we'll say I want to play together.
I haven't played in a bit.
Max Duran says, Evan, how is your day?
My day was great. So Friday is usually my CEO day, and I spend the day working on big picture CEO stuff, but I haven't been on my email or social media or anything for a week. So today really was just catch-up day. 500 something emails, hundreds of DMs. It's just, yeah, that was my day today. But good. Feels good to be back in it. I saw some Zan posts in there, which is always fun. Zan and I are doing our challenge.
Day 22.
Day 22. He's on it. He's doing it. So hey, listen, Zan, yours was the challenge update was the only thing I posted during the week.
Oh, that's right.
It was the only thing I was posting. That's how committed we are to this thing.
Yeah, we are committed.
We are committed.
I think today I said if you could do, I was waiting to get to 21 days, because 21 days, I know if I could do 21 days, I could do 90. And in my mind, if I could do 90, I could do anything.
Wow. If I could do 90, I can do anything. Look at that.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? And I've talked to other people about me doing this 90-day challenge.
Okay.
And they just think it's so, they're like, you gotta be kidding me. They think it's so amazing. It's just, no one, like 90 days, no sugar, no junk food. Are you kidding me? In America?
I like it, dude.
But we're committed. And I might have misspoke last week when I said, you asked me about, if it's easy, whatever. And I said, yes, easy. I mean, it's not easy, but in my mind, my reason is bigger than, the sugar and the sweets. Because I talked to you about why you choose 90 days. And when I think about your health and your happiness, that is more important to me than a Reese cup or a Butterfinger.
Oh, man. Those Reese cups. Those Reese cups, though. I don't even know what a Reese, like Reese's Pieces. Is that what it is? Reese's peanut butter cup? I didn't even know you could shorten it to Reese cup.
Yeah.
Learning something new here.
They have the mini sizes. Okay, Drew, we got you. He said, this is what I get for not being on Zoom. We got you, Drew. We got you. Okay, so let's see. Okay, I don't see it. He says, what's up, Evan? I wrote something all the way up the chat. Do you mind reading it once? Once you get time, I would appreciate it, brother. Hey, listen, I thought I read everything. Why?
Zan is. Listen, everybody's a little bit rusty today. Zan's missing out on the questions.
No, I'm looking at all his comments. He said, "What's good, brother?" No, I don't see anything else. Okay, why he
put it in again? Put it in again.
Yeah, do it again because I don't see it.
We're all a little rusty. We're getting back. This is our shake off.
No, Drew stays on my case, so I gotta yeah. I love Drew stays on my case. Drew, he said, "Hey man, I love you." Okay, thank you. We love you too. That's Ellie. And then what are the 3 points from Tony's program? That's by Neville.
The 3 points?
From Tony's program.
I'm not sure what that means.
Like Date with Destiny.
There's lots of points.
Maybe your 3 takeaways.
Oh, 3 takeaways? One, so there's a couple of habits that I want to try to improve on and keep getting better at. One was just when I'm interrupted, especially by my wife, to take it as something fun and playful and exciting, as opposed to like, I'm working, I'm trying to do something here. So I'm not always the most happy person when I'm being interrupted on something that, I care about. So that's one. Two is just trying to not only see the world as problems to be fixed, but just trying to give love in whatever way I can. And oops, I gotta teleport in. What was the third? I don't know. I'm blanking on the third. There was a third. It's written down, but it's not.
Was it about forgiveness? The Hopalika thing.
That one, no, that one wasn't something that I need to work on, because that's just a tactic, So what I did was, for that one is, I told Don, who does my comments, hey, if we ever get a negative comment, like a hate comment or just a troll in the comments, that's what I want your response to be. So you just give in love.
Okay, this is good. So so that was for you, Neville. We got a big congratulations, but you already knew about it, Evan. But big congratulations to Drew Hitchcock. He is now working with Benjamin Hardy on this channel.
That's a big deal. Listen, that's been one that he's been working on for quite some time. So that's awesome, man. I'm really pumped for you.
And it's Honopony, yes. What is that, Drew? Neville. HONOPONO. Honopono?
It's ho, and then there's like an apostrophe. Ho oponopono or something like that.
Okay. HONOPONO. Okay, great. Okay. Thanks for the clarity. He said, I also got a text from Chase Jarvis. This is Drew speaking.
Okay.
About potentially working on his channel.
Oh, snap.
Drew, you killing it, man.
Oh, snap. Let's go. That's another one of those that have been kind of lurking. He's a lurker. Chase has been on the radar for a while. It's good. Listen, this is a rougher time because people are starting to take time off, and it's just everything slows down. Everything slows down right about now. So it's good that people are planning for 2021, so that's good. But awesome, man. Super pumped. I love it.
That's amazing. Okay, Raphael A says, thanks, guys. You're welcome anytime. And then we've got Patrick. What up, pals? What's up to you?
Welcome, Patrick.
Neville said, yep, I saw the wall in Mark live session. Okay, it was the session you did with Mark earlier. He saw the wall then.
Got it. Yeah, it's the same wall. I just added some color to it. Not just, it used to just be all gray, and then I swapped it out. And I've been talking about making the back wall black for a while. And it was go time. Go time.
Okay, Edneil says, hello, Edneil. And while he is giving me some credit, he said, let's go, Zan. Yes.
Let's go, Zan.
Okay. And while he says, and weight goal you want to hit. Oh, is there any weight goal I want to hit? The scale is funny. I like to say the scale never lies, but I got on the scale one morning and it was at one weight, and then 20 minutes later it changed. So I can't really go by the scale, but as long as I feel great. But I do want to lose weight. If it was up to me, I would like to.
Do you have a weight goal for this? I don't have a weight goal for this.
No, all I care about this right now is getting through the 90 days and no sugar, no junk food.
But you started tracking your weight on here, right?
I did. I just to give myself a little measurement.
Okay.
But I'm at 274 last time I checked. And now I'm going to start adding cardio to what I'm doing.
Oh, snap. Look at Zan.
But in 1 year, and I think this is reasonable, in 1 year, if I can lose 100 pounds to get back to like 175, 180 where I used to be at a long time ago, I'm happy.
Well, listen, Terry's joining us on this challenge.
Yes.
He's already lost 12 pounds or something in a couple days, or like a week.
And he's doing mad cardio, mad every single day. So yeah, so to answer your question, my number one goal is to knock out the 90 days, because this is something I've never done before. So this would be another, great accomplishment for me. And whatever weight I can lose, that'd be great. Because less sugar, less junk food. I'm gonna lose weight automatically, because that's what was putting the junk. That is what was putting the weight on me in the first place. Well, not exercising and eating stuff I shouldn't, I shouldn't be eating. So, because
Mm-hmm.
I don't drink, I don't smoke. I've never done drugs in my life. So drugs get well. Then again, some people that do drugs they lose weight, so that's another story. But so my only thing was junk food and candy and sweets, and then just you know getting too comfortable and not exercising. And now with COVID-19 we're still limited, but yeah. So as far as the weight go, whatever I could lose, that'd be great. But ultimately, I'd love to lose 100 pounds and get back to 175, 180. Anyways, okay, next. Oh, good. They're coming in. They're coming in. Okay.
They're coming in. They're coming in.
Wahi, good. Yeah, guys, ask as many questions as you guys want. And if you guys want some double coaching from Evan and I, and you want us to take on your case, we would love to do that because this is interactive coaching. So we would love to do that too because that was fun. I mean, Evan stays with it, man. He stays like, no, stay. We're gonna make sure we get this transformation. I
Oh,
love
that
it.
last one. That was great. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
dude.
yeah. Let's stay in it. Let's
No
go.
one does that. No one is doing that. No one. Okay, anyways, I love it. Okay, this was the message. Hey, Evan, I am currently studying at an entrepreneurship school in the Netherlands where we host interviews with entrepreneurs all around the world. 2 days ago, we had the honor to interview Josh York, and the
Okay.
students absolutely loved it. I would love to give that. I would love to get that feeling again somewhere beginning 2021, and would love to invite you to share your knowledge with a bunch of young entrepreneurs, I guess.
Maybe as of right now, my schedule is bonkers. Like it might be a 2021 thing, but right now I'm not scheduling anything until like mid January, late January. So touch base early next year, and we'll see.
Okay, so there you go. That's your answer. Touch base. Keep in contact, and touch base um, early next year, after mid January. Okay, Sarthak, welcome. He said, "What's your favorite game?"
League of Legends, for
One
sure.
for
That's
the goal.
that's what we're doing right now. You got a favorite
Okay,
game, Zan?
yeah, that was it. Yeah,
No, do you have a
just
favorite game?
me. I don't even play games, so um, it would be old school, maybe Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong, nice. I like
Oh,
Donkey Kong.
Pac Man. When I used to play games. Okay, so let's see what we got here. One thing you absolutely love about Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs, just the boldness. There's a lot to not like about Steve Jobs, but man, the boldness, the vision, just sticking with it, the wanting to have a huge impact. Like I love it. That's why he's on the wall behind me. Have a big vision, have a big dream. Don't be confined by what currently is. Right? I love it. It's still something that I aspire to. Right? I mean, I'm not there yet, but it's hard to be Steve Jobs level.
Well, that was from Ali Bala. Thank you so much for that question. And while he says big thanks in advance, Evan, greetings, and he's from Amsterdam. Oh, Gemini, I like this. Okay,
Oh, she's back.
Gemini says Zan, let Evan talk,
Oh,
please.
snap.
LOL.
Wow.
She said we miss him.
Hey, you know what to say, Zan. You know what to say. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Gemini, listen. Yes, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you, and I love you.
Oh, snap. There it is.
I love it. We send you love and love. Okay, even though she might have just been kidding, but that's okay. I'm good. Okay, so we miss him. Yeah, she said we miss. Gemini said we miss him. We miss you. At Neil Ray is here. Oh, accidentally sent it. Okay, I don't know what that means. Oh, accidentally sent it. Okay. Why he says I will for sure put it in my agenda. So he's gonna put in his agenda to we contact you again back in mid-January.
Here we go.
Okay. Okay. Neville said my favorite game is FIFA 21 on PS4.
Oh, snap. I never got into FIFA too much. But I liked in sports. I played RBI baseball. Man, I was a beast at RBI baseball. And a little bit of what was the hockey one? I forget what the hockey one was. But RBI baseball was mine.
Okay, so Gemini says, my name is Patty Cruz. Is that Patricia? Patty Cruz. And Gemini is my zodiac sign. Missed you a lot, Evan.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome back.
Hey, the guy we was just talking about earlier that lost, what, 12, 13 pounds? He's here.
Terry?
Terry is here. Terry Wade Thompson.
Wait,
says,
the guy? Come on. How do we not know Terry by now? He's been posting. He tags you and everything.
I know.
We need to know Terry and not the guy who lost 13 pounds.
Well, I was just saying, referring back, for the audience. Anyways, welcome back, Evan. Much love to both of you. Great new lights, Evan. Makes your video look Christmassy.
I'm glad you're liking it, man. Yeah, it's been fun. It's been fun setting up. I love seeing your journey, dude. Your journey has been epic, Terry. I love the posts. I missed the past week because I was doing the Tony stuff, but I love that you're doing it. Congrats on the weight loss. It's awesome, man. Super pumped for you.
So here we go. Ali Bala says, what are you reading nowadays, and what books would you recommend to young, aspiring entrepreneurs?
So if you ever want to see what I'm reading, just go to my Instagram, because every week I usually post the books that I'm either reading right now or am I gonna die? No. Or I'm about to read, so they're always there. Books for aspiring entrepreneurs, you got to start with Built to Serve. I mean, right?
Yes.
Built to Serve.
Yes.
That should be required reading for humans, not just entrepreneurs, but
everyone.
It's a good start.
Okay, this is good. Okay, so Terry Wade Thompson, he's laughing at a little joke I made. He says, Terry the Guy Thompson.
Nice.
He said, thank you. Okay, so this is good. This is Gemini coming back. And I think she asked me this question on Instagram, and I didn't have an answer for her.
Okay.
So I'm going to throw it at you. Evan, I created this Instagram account to work on, and Instagram somehow advertised me to all my relatives, family members, and even exes. Drove me insane.
It's tied to your Facebook
Patricia.
account. Yeah, it's tied to your Facebook account. It's tied to the Facebook account. So if you have the same account, oops, am I gonna die? I'm gonna die. If you have the same account, Instagram, Facebook, then whoever's your Facebook friends will be notified.
So you have to change your settings.
Yeah, you'd have to do it. If you don't want them to know, then you either go private, but then nobody finds out about you, which is not going to be great, or you just use a different email account.
Okay, so let's see. Did you get that, Patricia? Because that Patricia's here, the one and only. Oh, she said that with some personality, some sass in it. The one and only. Okay, Wahi, I think this might be for both of us. How is the 90-day challenge going so far?
It's going. Nina's eaten some food or brought some food up, and like I'm smelling it and just yummy. I want to eat that so bad, but then you don't. It's coming along. It's not a problem. The first couple of days it's a little rough, especially when you're used to some certain foods that are your go-tos. But yeah, after you get into the swing of things, it's pretty good. I'm happy.
For me, it's not. I'm not gonna say it's easy, but it's not hard. It's not difficult for me. And again, I think that's because when I really want to do something really bad, I attach a lot of emotional reasons to it, and the emotions what carries me over. Because in the very beginning, the first week of the challenge, I was like I was too excited not to mess up. I mean, I messed up the first day, and I was so upset at myself. I said, it's never going to happen again. It's never going to happen again. And I put a lot of emotion behind my reasons. Again, because I really believe that the mind controls the body. If you put something in your mind, I don't care what your body wants. You tell your body what to do. Anyways, for me, it's great. The only difficult part for me is, when the holidays are coming up, loved ones have a birthday coming up, like tomorrow is her birthday. And we normally go have pancakes, a whole 9 yards. And I kept telling her, look, we're going to have pancakes anyways. You just eat the pancakes. I'm not going to eat any. It's your birthday. So it's sometimes those celebrations that I normally indulge in, but I can't do right now because, I've got to do the 90 days. But after the 90 days, we'll see. So that's the only difficult part for me.
With the
But
pancakes, I would go and smell them, right? Like I'd bring it right up to my nose, right up to my nose, bring it right in there.
the
Right?
suffering.
Oh no, no, it's not suffering. It's the best, dude. Like that's how you get the self love is doing those difficult things. We went to Tim Hortons, a couple days ago, and Tim Hortons. You don't have a Tim Hortons there, right?
Yeah,
No.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, do you in Vegas?
Yeah.
Okay, so we went to Tim Hortons is like a staple, right? Everybody loves. Well, not everybody, but it's a staple here in Canada. So we're going to Tim Hortons. I'm getting the coffee, just dark coffee, one cream. That's it. And Nina orders the combo. She gets the full combo, and included is the hash brown. Oh man! And let me tell you, the hash brown smelled so good. So she pulls it out of the bag, and you already smell it. Like she gets into the car, you already smell the hash brown before she got to the car. But she gets in the car, she pulls out the hash brown first, and just fills up. You know, when that food you really want, it just feels like the whole car smells like it. And she's like, "Oh, I can put it away." Like, no, give it to me. So I took it from her, brought it right up to my nose, took like the longest, deepest breath of my life. You know, like, oh, and you feel the hash brown just circulating through your entire nervous system. Feels so amazing. Mouth is watering. I might have drooled on myself a little bit, and then I give it back to her. Like, here you go, enjoy. It's like, oh, that feeling, that ability to do the difficult things. That's how you build the self-confidence. I love it so much.
You got to face it. You got to deal with it. Yeah, we're going to go out to breakfast tomorrow, take her out to lunch, take her out to dinner, all the whole 9 yards, and I want her to totally enjoy everything. If she want to go to Bun Cake, I go there and get her 2 of them. But, that's the way it is. So that's just the way it is. So I always say, look, 90 days is not the rest of your life. It's just 90 days. So, okay, Gemini, she responded. She said, seriously made me so nervous. I was having a live and there were my cousins popping up like creeps. Okay, you got to deal with that.
Yeah, I mean, and
let me add this real quick. She says, I don't have Facebook, but that is not the issue. The issue is now they all follow me, and I feel weird and kind of shy a bit.
Well, you know what? You do things that make you feel weird. Like if you've got a mission, you want to build something. Guess what? At some point, your family's going to find you. So now's a great time to practice.
She's. I feel like they. She's like. I feel like they. Hold on. I feel like they think I know you're a fraud. LOL. I was not done yet, Zan. Read the whole thing, please. But there's comments in between. I can't. Okay. But we get the gist of it.
Yeah, I mean, if they think you're a fraud, listen, they have their own issues and insecurities and hate their own life. So don't worry about that, right? You don't want to live your life in hiding.
Okay. Terry Wade Thompson. What's up, Terry? Okay, he said, I just got a Zoom call with Jeremy. Great call, and he provided a tremendous amount of value.
Nice.
Very good.
Yeah, Jeremy's great.
Okay, Adnil Ray says, oh, this is a good one. How do you do your annual plan? My process, 1, brainstorm goals for the year. Number 2, spread them to my monthly goals. Number 3, create weekly goals, week 1 to week 52. And number 4, create a tracker. What tips do you suggest?
I don't. I think if you have an annual goal, it's decent, but you're thinking small. You know, like already, the things that I've done in the past month, I wouldn't have said 2 months ago that I would be doing them. So there's not necessarily anything wrong with having a plan. The problem is sticking to the plan when you should be doing something else. I think a lot of people with their annual goals, you really should have jumped off 6 months ago, but you stay on it because you put it down at the beginning of the year, right? If you're growing, 1 year is not that bad, but if you're looking at a 5-year goal, a 10-year goal, like there's no way. There's no way. Like Zan 5 years ago, what were you doing? DJing still?
Yeah, yeah. Even a year ago, I was still DJing.
Okay, so a year ago, like 5 years ago, might have been Zan said, "I'm going to be the world's greatest DJ. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to be the world's greatest DJ. I want to have a big company. I want to have lots of people under me. I want to do 30 events, a month." And like none of those are actually in service of what he wants. Maybe at that moment in time, it was a good reflection, but now it's not even close. And that's the problem. If you're growing,
That's so true.
I see it as a good thing. If you're growing and you're learning and you're getting better, then your goals will have to change. Like you can't think of where you're going to be in 5 years. Whatever you come up with is going to be too small and it's not going to actually serve you. So it's not that it's bad. The problem is in sticking with that plan and not being willing to jump off when it doesn't serve you anymore. So somewhere along the line, Zane might have had a goal to be the world's greatest DJ and have 8 people working for him or whatever. And then in year 3 of that plan, he realizes, you know what? I'm not going to DJ at all anymore. I'm going to go be a confidence coach. Right? And a lot of people are too afraid to jump off and go do another path because they said, well, I set this goal for myself that here was where I was going to be. And I had my weekly plan and my monthly plan. I had it all broken down. Look, it's perfect. Yeah, it's perfect in the micro. The problem is you're not actually supposed to be doing that thing anymore. And so that's where I think a lot of people really hurt themselves with long-term forecasting. Again, 1 year, it's fine. It's not the end of the world. Although, again, where I'm at in 1 year, like a lot of the stuff I'm doing right now, we're not in January. I would not have said. Look what's happened. COVID happened, guys.
I was about to say that. Go
right?
ahead. Yeah.
Wait, what's happened? You had your perfect plan for the year, and then what happened?
Yes.
Everybody got either screwed over or massively helped, depending on the industry that you're in, right?
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah, okay. So, Anthony, I know you got more to say. I'm gonna pick up where Evan picked off. I'm pick up where Evan left off. Then I'm gonna read the rest of what your next 2 big paragraphs. Okay. But everything Evan just said, listen to him, is so true. How can you call it? Because if COVID-19 never happened, I still would be DJing. And I don't want to say that in a bad way because that was my career. I knew one day I would step into my calling, which coaching, confidence coaching, this is my calling. And I'm going to be doing this for the rest of my life. I mean, for the rest of my life, I'm going to be doing this. But I took my time moving into my calling because I was traveling around the world, working with everybody I wanted to work with. I don't care if it was celebrities or doing all the stuff here in Vegas with corporations. It was a good, comfortable life, and I got comfortable, and I didn't even feel like I got to jump into my calling right now because I was having so much fun. So if COVID-19 never happened, like planning out that whole year, I had so many events scheduled that I was supposed to be doing. I mean, right now it's December the 11th. If COVID never happened, I would be right now down at the Wynn planning the New Year's Eve party with some celebrity because we always planned it 2 or 3 weeks out before New Year's Eve. And COVID-19 happened. I was doing that for the last 10 years. I don't care if it was Katy Perry, Usher, Earth, Wind, and Fire, Beyonce. I mean, every year we bring in a new year with some celebrity, and you have to plan everything out in advance. You have to have meetings, whole 9 yards. COVID-19 happened. That's not happening now. So, and now I'm where I'm supposed to be at. And I decided to let all that go because it's about my calling now. And so everything Evan says is, everything he says is right. I had trips planned. You can't do anything now. So you can plan it out a year in advance or 6 months in advance. Anyways, I would just want to, everything he said was it just hit home for me. And I'm where I'm supposed to be at right now. And because of COVID-19, I was kind of, hey, you got to do this now. I was kind of pushed into it. And and for me, I couldn't do both because it requires so much dedication and commitment to be at the top of your field. You can't come over here and do this too. So, the transition was necessary. Hope that makes sense. Okay, So the other two, he has two more paragraphs here. So number two is, how do you do your? Okay, no, sorry. Context. I'm 24 years old and I live in the Philippines. Earn around 4K USD a year with main job, and also invest in stocks. Does freelance a bit. Also an aspiring fiction writer. What's your suggestion to people of the same context? What's the next moves you would suggest for guys in their mid 20s? I accidentally sent an incomplete chat about this.
So, sorry, did you say he has a business?
He says, no. He invests in stocks, but he makes 4K US a year in the main job, so he's an employee.
Okay.
But he's also an aspiring fiction writer. So he's 24, but he's got a lot going on.
I would try to find a job that's also going to help you get your life ambitions. So next step is, I don't know what you're doing to make your 4K a year, but I would try to make it happen within writing. And maybe it's not fiction writing. Maybe it's, Zane's laughing for some reason.
Nah, Drew always got jokes.
Oh. Maybe you're writing marketing copy, but like find a job where you're getting paid to develop your skills that will help you move towards your passion. Maybe you end up wanting to be an entrepreneur and start your own business. Maybe not for everybody, but having a job just to make money is not a great idea. Having a job where you can, yes, make money, but also learn, get mentorship, get guidance, work on your skills, improve, to then set you up to have the success in whatever field you want to be, aka fiction writing. I would start on that immediately. The next thing would be you have to start writing, right? Like you need to start your writing right now. Don't let days go by without you writing. It's easy to say, well, I'm busy and I got this and I'm trying to do this. But if that's your goal, you need to make time for it every day. Every day you have to make time for it, or guess what? It's not going to happen. So both, those two things. Get a better job where you're learning and start working on your writing right away, every day.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense to me. Okay, so Drew, what made me laugh, he said, hash browns.
Oh yeah.
Made me think back to the story you just said.
So good.
But you know what? You're gutsy because you go all the way up to the line. Why would you put yourself? Well, because you do things difficult or hard.
Yeah. Oh no.
Why put yourself in that situation?
Because that's how you grow. What do you mean? I want Drew to fly here, bring me like the tastiest, America's best hash brown, stick it in my face, leave it on my, front door, and then I'll just smell it, and then I'll put it away. I love for that to happen. That's the best.
Oh, this is good. Okay, Drew, I'm gonna skip over some comments because this goes back to what we was just talking about. This fits. So Drew has a different perspective, which I like it. He says, just talking about goals. He says, got to review what you are doing every 90 days and see how things are going, and then reassess.
I think. So here's
Drew
the thing.
saying instead of 1 year, planning out 1 year or 6 months, and then scaling back, he's saying do it for 90 days.
Yeah.
For 3
So
months.
the answer is yes, if you have poor self-awareness. If you have bad self-awareness and you don't know, and you're always questioning yourself, and you're making bad decisions, and you can't tap into yourself very well, then yes, put it in your schedule. Otherwise, as soon as you start to feel, for me, as soon as I feel like if this stream felt off, if I'm like, you know what? I don't know, I'm not feeling it anymore. You know what's going to happen? Tomorrow it's done.
You make adjustments.
Like immediate adjustments, not waiting for 90 days to happen. Listen, 90 is better than a year. But I think it's great if you don't have good self-awareness. If you feel like you're always stuck and you don't know why, and you don't know how to shift and you don't have the courage to do it, then sure, yes, go for it. I think it's great. But I think ultimately what's better is developing better self-awareness so that you can make faster adjustments.
So yeah, I want to make sure he's not getting the wrong impression. Or I'll just give you a chance to clear it up. You're not saying don't plan. You're saying just don't be, just because you did plan, you don't have to be stuck in that. Like you don't have to be so rigid where you can't make adjustments.
Yeah, it's like you're worried about cutting your fingernails while your arm is falling off. Like focus on the right thing. Like we get locked into plans. Plans are good. You have to cut your fingernails. It's important.
Right.
But it's definitely not the only thing. And you have to be willing to shift when it doesn't feel right anymore. People stay in businesses for too long. People stay in relationships for too long. People stay in plans that don't serve them for too long. One, either because you don't have the self-awareness to know that, oh, I should be doing something else. Or two, they don't have the courage to jump off and say, you know what? I don't care if people judge me that I was having a successful DJ career and now I'm going to be a confidence coach, right? Like a lot of people would be too afraid to do that, to say, well, I'm not 18 years old anymore. I need to have my path down. I need to know what I'm doing, right? And then a lot of people don't follow through. So the plan is great. Mike Tyson had a great quote about you have a plan. Everybody's got a plan. You know the end of it? You know the end?
Yeah. Everybody's got a plan until they get hit.
No, until you get punched in the face. Everybody's got a plan until you get punched in the face. And I think that's a great way to look at it, right? That's exactly how I look at it, to be honest, is you've got a plan of how you want to attack it. It's not just show up and hope good things happen. You've got a plan. But then you're dancing with whatever happens. You're dancing with the punches to the face that are going to come.
COVID-19.
COVID-19. Right?
Yep, pandemic.
That's what I got.
And I was being very honest and transparent because if COVID-19 did not happen, I was having fun. But I knew one day I would have to make the transition. And fortunate for me, well, you know what? That's not even 1,000% true because when Evan Pagan, when he presented me with the virtual coach certification, that was before COVID. That was back in October of last year, and I took it in November. So I knew I was going to go ahead and kind of exit and make my transition. But when COVID-19 did happen, that's when I didn't have the commitments. I could get out of the contracts, basically, because I had contracts. I had already signed 6 months in advance. So when COVID-19 happened, okay. And now I'm getting some calls to go back. I don't know. I've decided I'm going to move on. But, you still get calls or get emails. And I'm like, nah, I'm done with DJing. I'm 100%, coaching. And I've had some friends who was in the DJ industry think I'm crazy, but hey, you got to move on. Anyways, moving on. There was a question about habits. Where are you at? Okay, this is Alibaba. What is the number one habit that you have built which helped you a lot in your journey?
I would say consistency. Just the willingness to show up every day, showing up, doing it, whether it, works out or not, get up every day and then do it again. And a lot of people have great visions and great ideas and could be doing amazing things in their life, but then they just stop. They fall short, they stop, they lose confidence, and they allow that lack of confidence to be the reason why they stop doing the thing. So, yeah, definitely consistency. If you look at my channel, I'm gonna die. Yeah, I died. If you look at my channel, how has it had success? Well, because I've been posting. We haven't missed a day in years. So don't worry about it not working out immediately right away. Your first version is always gonna suck. But every day, get up and do it again, and do it again, and do it again, and do it again.
So would you say your consistency comes from commitment?
I don't know. When I think of commitment, I think of I've set this resolution that I will do this thing, and here's why it's so important to me. Sometimes it's not even having for that. It's just starting and doing it and seeing where it goes, right? It's not having like I resolve, at least that's how I see it in my head. I resolve to get this thing done. I've committed to it. Where for me, I very rarely lead with that big thing up front. It's much more, I'm going to start this thing and I'm going to keep doing it. And then if it's serving me, I'm going to find a way to keep going.
and the other side about showing up, would you say, and we're just estimating here, would you say 50% of success is showing up?
A huge part of it is, I don't know what percent, but if you don't show up, you're definitely not going to get there. You don't show up, it's not happening. That's for sure.
You got to show up, guys. You got to show up. Get out of your head and show up. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Oh, Alibaba. Good question. Another one. How to better communicate your ideas to people. How to tell them what's the vision behind something. How to better communicate your ideas to other people. How to tell them.
So here, I would split this into two. One is if you're talking to somebody who's in front of you versus if you're talking to the masses. So if I'm talking to somebody who's in front of me, I want to know how to make it as customized to them as possible. So I want to know, who am I talking to? If I'm talking to Zan, my version is going to be a little bit different than if I'm talking to Gemini. It's just going to be different. I'm gonna tell a different story, a different version of it. If I'm talking to Zane versus Drew, it'll be different based on whatever context you have. The more it feels like it's customized, the more receptive they're going to be to it, right? So if I know, even look at what I did with Zan. You know, I said, "Hey, Zan, we got to get you a T-shirt," right? He didn't ask. I just volunteered an offer, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm down for that." And then what, right? So we got that because he's on stream. We're like, "Hey, why not? We got to support Zan," and then we customized it, right? I knew the little Captain America shield as the period would mean the world to him, and then the little thing on the back was a little bonus. But on the front, right? He's got the only Evan Carmichael Believe Captain America T-shirt in the world. I don't even have it. He's got the only one. That's it. And to Drew, that means nothing. To Drew, that might mean like, what the heck is this? Why'd you ruin it with this Captain America stuff on there? What is this crap, right? But to Zan, it's
the world.
It's a treasure. It's a treasure. Yeah, so that's the difference, right? So when you're trying to communicate your message, the more context you have on the person you're talking to, the better message you can contribute, right? If I'm saying something to Zane and I'm wearing Captain America, if you follow me on Instagram and you see my journey, you see that every time I tag Zane, I'm also tagging, have this little picture of Captain America in it. I'm communicating a message. It's like, Zane, we got this. Let's go. Come on. Captain up. Cap, not while Cap's on duty, right? Let's go. And again, to most people, that means zero, but to Zan, it means a lot. So that's when you have a little bit of context on the person and you can do it. When you don't, then you have to have gone through it a couple times to know what kind of hits. Your story almost always will. So what's the why behind what you're doing? People want to buy the why, right? So why are you doing this? What's the reason behind this thing that you're up to? And leading with that. And if you get emotional, chances are other people get emotional too. So a lot of people, when they're communicating their message, just stick to the facts and stick to the points and stay in their head and just stay logical, where people are really making an emotional decision and using logic to try to justify it. So that's your job, is to figure out how do you get emotional. And chances are you started this for a reason, right? I mean, entrepreneurs, we're starting a business to make money, yes, and to have an impact, to make a difference. So I want to know what the difference and the impact is that you're trying to make. So those are my two strategies, depending on if I know the person I'm communicating with or not.
And it works, because when we got a T-shirt, it's like, I love Evan forever.
Right?
It was the best.
But look at that. I mean, how much did that cost? You know, send a T-shirt anyway. One extra color, two extra colors cost like nothing. Yeah. But it's the gesture and the act, and that I took the time to actually think about it and make him something custom. And when you can do that, I don't do it for strategy. It's great strategy. I just enjoy it. Like, I knew it would bring a giant smile to Zane's face when he got it in the mail. I didn't show him the screenshot of what it was going to look like. I knew it would make him smile. I was like, okay, let's do it. We got to do that for Zane. Let's go.
And without him even trying, it does, and it would do the same for whoever you're doing it with. But it genders or endears love and loyalty. It really does. It makes all the difference in the world. I mean, because the shield, come on, the shield. Who does that? That's amazing. Okay. Let me see. Okay, why okay, he's going back to a previous people commit too much. Oh, this is good. Okay, I'm going to answer this. People commit too much to the time they put in something too. They don't want to leave because they think they already put in so much time. They think it's a waste just leaving. Okay, so why he basically you're saying you're is tell me it's not what you're saying. So if you're driving in one direction and you want to get to your goal or get to your destination, and you've been driving for it's supposed to be a 5 day trip, and you've been driving for 2.5 days, and you find out that you're going the wrong direction, and you already invested 2.5 days in that trip. You mean you're not going to turn around and go the right direction? If you are involved with someone, as far as a relationship is concerned, and in the beginning, he or she is not what you thought they was one way, then later, 2 months, 3 months later, you find out they're not who they made themselves out to be. You're going to stay in that relationship because you invested so much time and energy and money for the last 3 months? Come on. Sometimes when you get more information or you get more insight, you got to make a change. You got to make an adjustment. You don't stay stubborn and continue down a path that's not good for you in the long run. So that's what he was trying to say, Evan, that the reason why people stay is because they invested so much time and energy and resources, so they don't want to leave. That's not good.
It's fear. Hold on. Let me just make sure I get Drew in here properly. So what do I do?
Confirm? Oh, Drew said that.
Okay, hold on. I gotta wait here. Okay, we won the game, so that's good.
Jin Q, JHINQ. What is that?
That's probably an old comment. Jin is a character in the game who killed me with a Q.
Okay.
Okay, so where's Drew? Drew, I'm in. Are we playing Drew? Are we doing it? I'm waiting on Drew. Drew. Yeah. So it's sunk opportunity, right? I mean, sunk costs. It's what it is. You put it in. So what? It's like, what do you got right now? So you invested a lot into gear, into education, into whatever. So now you're gonna ruin the rest of your life because you put that time and money in. No, you could be in a totally different spot 1 year from today if you just change your course and change your path. Should Zane stop keep doing DJing because he bought all this gear and turntables and headphones, and now he can't even find headphones? Look at this guy.
That's a good one.
Now he can't even find them. He's probably got all these expensive headsets lying around somewhere, and now he can't even find them when he needs them. That's how checked out of DJ land Zane already is.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
That's how checked out he is. And that's great. And the longer you live that life and stay that path, just because you invested into it, you're just setting yourself up for losses. And it's only going to get worse. You're going to like it less in a year, and even less in the next year, and even less the next year. And now you've just lost 3 years of your time slowly hating your life instead of actually chasing down something that can make it special. I don't know where Drew is, so I'm going to start.
See, I guess,
he messaged me. What did he say?
Drew said, I don't think I'm allowed given the COVID thing. I'm not sure what that means. He said, I don't think I'm allowed given the COVID thing. And he also said, okay, so here is the framework I'm working with. Set the vision 3 to 5 years out. Use that to make plans for the year and the approach that you have to get to the 3 to 5 year, then every 90 days.
Here's what I would do. Like, you're spending so much time thinking. That's so much time planning and thinking and overanalyzing, and 95% of what you write down will not happen. That's awesome. Have a mission. Instead of a 5-year goal, have a mission. Like something so big, something so huge that you're never going to accomplish it, and you wake up every day trying to accomplish it. And then back it down to what you're doing right now. It'll serve you better. Because if you're growing and you're actually chasing down that big dream, there's going to be so many things that change. Even in Zane doing this confidence coaching thing, did he anticipate that 3 months in or 6 months in, he's going to get a call from Evan Carmichael to say, hey, do you want to host a daily show with me on my...
No.
Right? No, of course not. So now what? Now all of a sudden he's got a plan, time in his calendar to make this happen. That wasn't part of his plan. He didn't actively go out and seek that out, and yet it's a great opportunity for him, and so he said yes, right? That's what I'm talking about. As he keeps growing, he keeps getting better, more opportunities will come to him as well, just like you. And your life should look dramatically different 90 days from today. your life should be dramatically different 90 days from today if you're growing, if you're learning, if you're pushing. So mission, what you're trying to, I want to solve the world's biggest problem. People don't believe in themselves enough. Zan's on a similar mission. He wants everybody in the world to have more confidence. He's never going to do it. It's never going to happen. There will always be people that he will never reach. And yet he wakes up every day trying to reach those people.
Yeah.
So how you go out and execute your plan will change a million times over the course of your life. Don't trap yourself or box yourself in to say that I have to do it this way. Is Drew playing? Hold on. What's Drew writing?
And Drew said, then every year figure out if the 3 to 5 plan is still what you want.
No, hold on. Drew is saying he's confused. Have a good game.
Okay, he said, wait, I'm confused. How did I not get into your game? I have no idea how I got in a separate game. I'm really confused, but I have a good game.
Okay, so that means I'm playing. Okay.
Yeah, so
I don't know, Drew.
You have a good game.
Dude,
what happened?
I sat there for a minute waiting for you to join.
Yeah, Drew.
I don't know. It's a buggy day, but we won. We won that first game, so we're good.
Okay, Drew, when you finish this game, wait for Evan so you can play the next game.
I don't know if I have time.
He said, I thought I clicked on your join game button, but I guess he didn't.
I don't know.
He said, it's all good. It's the best.
It's the best.
I love it, man.
Let's go.
Oh, okay. Okay, so let's go back up. Okay,
Okay.
Let's see. Who am I missing? Let's see what we got here. Oh, no way, Drew. Okay, he's not talking about me, right? He says, no, I'm just a bit jelly about the shirt.
He's jealous. He's jealous.
Of this? Come on, Drew, really? You're Drew Hitchcock. I'm just saying the man. Come on now. Drew, like, he's joking. Drew don't get jealous. Drew do. And Drew, if you are jealous, I got one. This is what I want to say to you. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Please forgive me.
there it is.
Thank you, and I love you.
Hopo oponopo. There it is.
So please don't be jealous, Drew. You have nothing to be jealous of. Come on. Hey, Terry Wade Thompson said that is a great shirt. You're gonna see it on Thursday at Movement Makers.
Oh, snap.
Movement Makers.
Let's go.
Okay, so let me go back up. Oh, thank you, Gemini. That's Patricia. She says Zan is Mr. Enthusiasm. Nice guy. Thank you, but if you have this on, how can you not have enthusiasm?
There we go. There we go.
Okay, so let me go back up. Let's see what do we got here. Okay, Drew. He said you can't win a game of League by being AFK. I have no idea what that means.
AFK means away from keyboard,
Okay.
which is basically how I was doing it. Who said that, Drew?
Yeah.
Well, we just won. I won the game. Being AFK. It happened.
Okay, so let's go back up. Let's see what we got here. Okay, skip. Okay, so we've got too much. Hello. Okay, hey, CYC984 is here. He says hello. Hello.
CYC in the house. Welcome.
Yes, ask some questions. Okay, Alibaba said, how to learn something really new out of your comfort zone.
It's not the how is not the problem.
The how is not the problem.
The how is not the problem. You're just afraid, so you don't want to do it. You just have to decide to do it, and then you'll figure out the how. Like the how is super easy. You go to Google, you go to YouTube, and you type, how do I blank? I did it this week. I had to change my light fixture, and I've never changed a light fixture. 40-year-old man, never changed a light fixture. So I go to Google, I go to YouTube, how to change a light fixture. And you know what? Found this video, 2 minutes long. Boom, done. I'm changing my light fixture. And for years, it's always been like, I'll get my dad to come over to do it. I'll get Mark Drager to come over and do it. Get a friend to do it. And I just decided. That's all that's missing. The how doesn't matter. Like the problem is you think it's a how problem. It's not a how problem. It's a why problem. You're just afraid. So decide to step into the fear. And then literally today you can have the how. And a million hows.
Alibaba, you got that, right? I'm going to say it in a different way. But I'm saying the same thing, but in a different way. Commit. Well, everything we talked about earlier. Commit, show up and immerse yourself. That's what Evan did. He just said, I'm going to do it. And he showed up. He made it happen. Okay. Anyways. Okay. Wahi, congratulations. Wahi says that COVID did me very well. He lost 38 pounds pursuing my dreams.
Wow.
38 pounds?
That's awesome.
Wow.
Congrats.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's,
you gotta tell us
huge.
how you did it.
But the how doesn't matter. you know how he did it, Zane? He ate less crap.
And exercise.
That's it. I mean, not even weight loss is 80% diet. He ate less,
true.
and he ate less crap. That's how he did it.
Okay, Max Duran is in the house. Max Duran. He said, "Hey Evan, your advice on balance of school and your goals."
This is something that I think you need to assess on a fairly regular basis, because school has its own timeline. You know, so when exam season is on, it has to be heavy school, otherwise you're going to fail your exams, right? When it's summer and school's off, or we're coming into December and school is off, then you don't need to spend as much time on school. You can go back in on the business. So I would be planning my goals around my available time, and recognize that it sucks that you can't have a super consistent schedule, but recognize that the schedule will be slightly in flux and to plan for it. What happens a lot of times is people will set a plan, and then you fall off the plan because exams come up, and then you feel bad that you can't work on the business as much as you want to, and you're hard on yourself. Or school's out and you don't spend as much time on the business as you should. So I'd be looking at either the week of or you know, the month of or the month ahead, looking at what does my school schedule look like? How much time do I need for studying, for showing up to classes, and then putting into my calendar where I'm going to spend the time working on my business. And every day something has to happen. Even if you have exams, even if you got whatever else happening in your life, you still have to show up for your business. It may not be 5 hours today. Maybe it's only 30 minutes. But having that plan around what your school calendar looks like, and being slightly flexible. So worst case, it's, you know, the day before, but you're still showing up with intention every day instead of just reacting and then feeling bad that you don't have enough time to balance it all.
Great answer. Okay, so Jim and I want to mess with you for a minute. So she's saying, "Why so serious, Evan? Why so serious, Evan?" The old Joker meme.
The end of the last game was very stressful. Yeah, Zan, you were entertaining the crowd and doing your thing and all smiles, but I, by myself, won the game. But they could have come and killed me at any time, and I'm like, I won just before they killed me. So I was like, my heart's beating like. So anyway, we won.
She picks up everything. So I got some advice for you, Patricia. So she says, "You look skinnier." She's talking about you. You look skinnier. And then she says, "No ladies here today." Okay, so Patricia, you know a lot of ladies. Why don't you invite them to come with you next time we do this? So invite them to come. You got an IG live. You got family, friends.
Yeah,
cousins.
all your friends and family. Bring them, invite them along. Say, hey, watch it. Bring them along. We'll talk to them. We'll give them some positivity.
Yeah.
We'll
that
shift
way
them.
we'll have more ladies here. Invite them to come. Okay. Evan, do you think comedy is a good niche for YouTube, or should I change?
Everything
That's
is
by
a good
Noah
niche.
is bored.
Of what? What was the last part?
Well, this is by Noah is bored. Evan, do you think comedy is a good niche for YouTube, or should I change?
No, comedy is great. Comedy, I mean, everything is great. Whatever niche you're in, if you care about it, guess what? Other people will care about it.
Yeah.
That's what you focus on.
Okay, CYC finally asked a question. Okay, should I take a risk and go to events to sell my products? Majority of my revenue comes from events then online.
I don't know. That's I mean, one, depends on what your product is, but for me personally, I wouldn't. You know, oops, Lisa, you missed. I'd be looking at how do I learn how to be online, because every business is moving online. Even a business like Zan's, where it's like his old business of DJing. Well, you know what? There's going to be now virtual parties, and you know what they're going to need? DJs. Like every business can be made virtual, and now is a great time to learn it. Even if you went to the events and putting yourself at risk, the attendance at that event is going to be super low compared to normal. So it's a great time to learn how to pivot your business and develop the skill set so that it can be maybe your whole business, but as we get through Corona and you level up, it could be a significant chunk of your business. There's a lot of businesses that, I went to Tony Robbins and spent the past week there at his Date with Destiny event, which he said his whole life, I'm never doing not the whole life, I guess. As long as online's been around, he said he would never do it because you don't have the experience. It's not the same. I'm never going to do online. And now he's been forced to do it online. And he's building a studio where once COVID is done, he can have people in the audience and a live experience behind him. All of his events might also now have the online component for the guy who said that he was never going to do online because the experience wasn't there or good, right? So I think now is a perfect time to learn this stuff.
Oh, that's good.
It's a perfect time to learn this stuff, as opposed to trying to stick to the old model. Because even if you could get to some events, it's going to be less well attended, and it's going to be harder to sell your thing. That's what I got.
And let me add, keeping everything in context, and what we said earlier about planning for a year out. Look, Tony Robbins, his events are planned. The hotels are booked, the venues are a year in advance. And COVID, everything changed. Everything changed. So, okay. This is an interesting question. Alibaba. This is a good question, I guess, for both of us.
All right.
How to have confidence in yourself and keep going when you are constantly hit by insecurities. Okay, so, Evan and I, Evan, his mission is to solve the greatest problem in the world, and which is true, to believe in yourself. And I'm here to solve number 2, confidence. Because you cannot have confidence. First, you must believe in yourself. You cannot have confidence without belief. It's impossible. So the first problem, you have to believe, what Evan just talked about. And the second, so Evan told me on our last meeting was to go and print out my frameworks. And I still have quite a few to do, but I've got about 24 printed
All right,
out.
there we go. We haven't seen a single one, though, tonight, Zan. What's happening?
Yeah, because we was talking about everything else. We can't show them all because we have to make sure they're appropriate. Like, for example, I can't show this one. This one is about relationships and dating and all that stuff. And, this one is about, the woman's hierarchy of needs, men. So that's not appropriate unless that subject comes up. So we're talking about this one about confidence. Okay, so can you see that? It's a little delay on my side. That's laminated. And then can you see that side? So they're double-sided.
Look at that. It's happening.
Yes. So I'm going to give you, and look, check this out too. The belief quadrant.
Oh,
so we're gonna really
snap.
We're going to get real deep on your question. All broken down right here. Okay. And one more. I got so many I can show you. This one is can you see that? This is the 4 affirmation techniques. Can you see this one? So many. And this is the last one I'm going to show you. We'll answer your question. The 4 levels of confidence. Okay. So we'll try to make this not a long answer. I'm going to get straight because Evan's got a great answer for this. I'm going to get straight to answering your question. You said how to have confidence in yourself and keep going when you are constantly hit by insecurities. Okay, number 1, the ABCs. A plus B equals C. Your attitude plus your behavior equals your confidence. A plus B equals C. Your attitude plus your behavior equals your confidence. Attitude is first you have to believe your way into more confidence. That's the mindset, the mentality. You have to believe your way into more confidence. 3 ways to believe your way into more confidence. I might be giving you too much information, but I'm just going to give it to you anyways. You can go back and watch the replay. Number 1, affirmations. Okay. Number 2, associations. Number 3, affiliations. So the first one's affirmations. You've got to say positive, powerful statements to yourself out loud in the mirror every single day. 5 minutes a day. Do not miss. And I prefer you do morning, noon, and night. Number 2, associations. Associate yourself with people who are confident. Associate yourself with people who are positive. Affiliations. Affiliation means you got to join. You have to invest in yourself, basically. Join a membership like Movement Makers, okay? Invest in yourself. Love yourself enough, respect yourself enough to invest in your own mindset and your own confidence. Because when you invest in a membership or a mastermind like Movement Makers, then you're going to be around more confident people. And you cannot help but be more confident. Can you imagine being around me and Evan and other people who are like us every single week, every single month? Are you kidding me? Number 2, behavior, okay? You have to behave your way into confidence. Attitude, you got to believe your way into confidence. That's more inner game. That's more mental. Behavior is action. You have to behave your way into confidence. Confidence comes by doing. Evan always talking about what he does, and that builds up more confidence. Okay? So 3 ways to behave your way into more confidence. 1 is practice. Number 2, you got to practice doing the work. Number 2, you got to perform. You have to actually do it. Practice is more doing it in private. I'm trying to say real fast. We're going to be on this answer forever, okay? But practice is what you practice in private. Perform is what you do in public. So that means showing up. If you show up, you're showing up in public. But you're going to perform what you've been practicing in private. And number 3, produce. Okay. Number 3, we're talking about confidence now. This is really good because even if those first 2, you kind of feel kind of timid behind or like, I really can't do it or whatever. If you do number 3, that makes up for the first 2, okay? But you really want to do 1 and 2 because you want to build your character and build your foundation. But number 3, real quick, you have to live confidence. It's more than just thinking and having an inner game and having the outer game, the skill set. You have to have the life set. You have to live confidently. And how you do that, real quick, 3 quick ways, is get a coach. Get a confidence coach. You get some coaching behind that, okay? And that will help you live, because they're going to give you certain things to do on a regular basis that's going to help build up your confidence. Number 2, community. What I was saying earlier, become a part of a community, whether it's movement makers or whatever. But you got to put yourself in a position where you're around like-minded and like-hearted people. And number 3, you got to find a circle, which is more of a tighter-knit community, because a circle is a community within a community. But if you just do those 3 things, get your coach, and that means you got to invest in yourself, okay? Because, and then number 2, become part of a community, and number 3, become part of a confidence circle. And those are all social because people affect people, people influence and persuade people. So sometimes when you can't do it by yourself, get yourself around other people who can influence you, who can persuade you. So I can go a little bit more deeper, but that's the gist of it all. ABCs, attitude plus behavior equals confidence. And now I'm going to take it and give it to Evan.
All right. Can you repeat the question again?
Okay, the question is how to have confidence in yourself and keep going when you are constantly hit by insecurities.
Okay, so there's 2 ways to do it. Way number 1 is you never do anything big. You stay small your whole life. You wake up and repeat the exact same day over and over and over again, and you'll be very confident in your ability to do that, right? The day you had today, if you want to wake up and just lie in bed all day, you're pretty confident that you could do that, right? So you just play life so small that you never do anything worth living for. Great, and you can be confident the whole time. Otherwise, you have to understand that being insecure is the thing that leads to confidence. Like, confidence requires insecurity or it's not going to help you build confidence. If it's easy, you're not building your confidence anymore. It's got to be something difficult. So don't let insecurity be the block. The problem isn't the insecurity. The fact that you feel insecure means you're onto something great. Your confidence on the other side of that insecurity means you have to go do that thing. The problem is you believe the story that you're insecure and so you're going to play small. And that's how you lose your self-confidence. Where all you have to do is flip that to say, I'm insecure, therefore I must. That's it.
That's it. So you got a lot. You got a lot to rewind and check out. That's the best of the best. Okay. And Neil Ray says, thank you, Evan and Zan. It's a lot. It's an interesting perspective from 1 year to 5-year goals. The scheduling, planning kinds of help with discipline to just show up and do it, as you mentioned. Then he says, yeah, true. No one really knows what will happen in a long time span. Change is difficult, especially if committed with a plan. Just completed a first draft of a short story this 5 a.m. Philippine time.
Nice.
It's 5 a.m. Yeah, great.
Congrats. Hey, and if
He
you want to
says-
come, listen, also, if you guys want to come and share your wins, we love it.
Yeah.
Share
we'll
your
celebrate
progress,
with you.
share your wins, tell us what you're up to. If we can be your, if you don't have anybody who kind of cheers you on at home, let Zan and I cheer you on.
Yes.
We'll do it.
Yes, that's part of that. Come here. This is your own little community. We'll cheer you on. We would encourage you in the whole 9 yards. He also said, thank you again for the advice, Evan and Zan. Yes.
Let's go.
And you know what you guys can also do? I want to promote this unless Evan tells me not to. You guys should start raising your hands and say, look, guys, can you guys just go ahead and double coach me on this? We would love to have a coaching session with you, or like a little coaching powwow or
Coaching
workshop.
powwow.
Yeah, whatever. I don't want to make it,
I like it. I like it. Let's go.
We would love to do that, because you get coached by, Okay, let me see. Let me keep going. Okay, let's see. Okay, and the second part. Okay, so he's got a second part to communication. Let me make sure this is the right person, same person. I don't want to. Okay, yeah, Alibaba. Second part is how to communicate to masses. So let me string them together. He's saying how to have confidence in yourself and keep going when you are constantly hit by insecurities, and how to communicate to masses.
No, I think that's an old one because that was the question about how do I communicate with emotion, and I said it depends on if you know the person or you don't.
Okay. So that's been answered then. Okay. Let's see. Oh, Terry, wait, he's got to go. Mr. Thompson, he says, have a great night, guys. Time for me to head out. Great seeing you both on live. So that was great. Thank you, Terry.
Welcome, man. Stay on it. 90 days, baby.
Yes. Okay. I don't know what this means, but why he says, I'm not talking about myself, Zan. Many people sadly do THO.
Though.
Yeah, though. I don't know what that means. Okay. What do you think about relentless, visionary people who spent most of their lives pursuing it and did it in contrast to being flexible?
I think let them live their life. Like, how does it impact you? What do you want? Do you want to be that person? No? Then don't. Good news. You don't have to.
I mean, this might sound kind of hardcore, but I'm a big believer in adapt or die. You can't always stay on the same, you can't always be rigid about things. Sometimes you have to be flexible, you have to adjust, you have to adapt. That's how the human species got to where it's at now, because, we adapted to our environments. We adapted. And those that don't adapt die. Technology, the whole 9 yards, COVID-19, you don't adapt, okay. That's just basics. Okay. Drew said, I love bringing old hobbies into my theme. Okay. So let me see. Okay. Let's see. We got one more. Okay. I don't know why he says I would rage quit. Rage like angry. Rage.
Rage quit is when you get something bad happens in the game and then you just decide to quit.
Okay. Okay.
You just
Okay.
leave the game. I don't know what
Okay.
happened, why he's saying that, but that's what it means.
Uh, Gemini, she says, "Where are you guys located now? When are you gonna make your own event, Evan?" Okay, hold on. She's got more. Hold on. She likes to go in. Okay, hold on. She's got more. Okay, she says, "Okay, when are you guys gonna make your own event, Evan?" And he says, "Leave your Instagram here so we can follow you. We could add each other on WhatsApp as a community. What do you think, Evan?"
So I had Thought Leadership Academy, which was my own event, but small, like 15 people max from around the world came to learn with me. Whenever I'm traveling, which obviously hasn't happened recently, but I also love doing something in the city, like a coffee shop meetup or something. Um, but Movement Makers has become it, you know? I mean, the Thought Leadership Academy is and was super fun, but I get my kick through Movement Makers. You know, like you guys are my event. Every 2 weeks I show up, we've got a live event, a live party. It's fantastic. At least for me, and I mean the people in it, hopefully.
Oh, I love it.
So
I love
that's
it.
become my event. I still, as I travel, I'm still going to, I mean, I haven't traveled in a bit, but once that opens up, I'm still going to do coffee shop meetups and stuff whenever I go to the city, because that's always super fun for me, meeting locals. But I don't know if I'm going to do, you know, listen, this is one of those things. It's not on my 5-year plan, but who knows? Maybe after this, I wake up and say, you know what? I need to do my own event.
Yeah.
And if that's what I'm thinking, then you know what's going to happen? I'm going to have my own event.
And I'm gonna be there.
And Zane's
I'm
going to
gonna
be there. Zane's going to be the MC, not just going to be there.
Yes.
Let's go. He's got the custom
I'll be
shirt
everything.
already.
I help plan it. I'll be the MC. I present. I do everything. You name it, I'm there. I help move chairs around. I help whatever.
Let's go.
I will come, and if it's gonna be in Toronto, I'll come a week before.
He might
Just-
even dust off his DJ equipment.
I will, because you know what? Even though I've told people that I'm no longer DJing, or I'm kind of retired basically from DJing because I've been doing it for such a long time. There are still certain people, you know, certain celebrities or certain corporations. They call me, you know, because I've been working with them for so many years. I would still go. I mean, if Steve Wynn calls me, or Mr. Allison from the Beneath, I still would go, you know, take care of them, you know, because, but that's not my focus, though. That's not my, you know. Anyways, let's move on. Let's see, because I love it. Okay, anyways, let me see. There was a question. Um, oh, okay. Oh yeah, this is the one. Luffy Art, welcome to the stream. Welcome. Okay, this is a really open-ended question. This is just
All right. I like it.
how can I'm gonna take my time to read this.
Okay.
How can I be always happy?
Release yourself of the burden of always having to be happy. Like the answer is you're not, because if you don't understand sadness, then you won't actually understand happiness. So don't make it that becomes a whenever you look at things in absolute black and whites like that, then when you're not that, you feel less than. That's the problem. Like you feel like a loser, you feel like you haven't figured it out, you feel like all these other people are happy and you're not. Like it's an unfair burden to put on yourself to expect yourself to always be happy. It's just not going to happen. Now, how can you bring more joy, or how can you bring more happiness to your life? There's lots of ways to do that. Lots of ways to do that. But to expect yourself to always be happy, it's nobody's always happy. It's never going to happen. It's an unfair burden to put on yourself. How do you increase your happiness? Service. You know, like you need to wake up and feel like today matters, that you're going to do something that will touch somebody's life, that your work is meaningful and has value to others, and you're helping. And the more you can do that, for long-term happiness, right? That's what it's going to be. But it's not going to be every day. I wake up and have moments and days where I'm not happy. Tony Robbins wakes up and will have moments and days when he's not happy. It's normal. It's part of the human condition.
Yeah.
So that's what I would say.
Luffy Art, I've got a different angle for you. Same, but it's in the same vein, but coming from a different direction. You know, like there's a straight punch and an uppercut or whatever. This is a different way. I would say to you, Luffy Art, respectfully, very nicely, quit being so selfish, because you're thinking only about yourself. Your happiness is based on circumstances. And things, though, you can have the best laid plans and things can go wrong. That means you're going to be unhappy now because it didn't work out the way you wanted it to work out. When I say quit being selfish, start focusing on other people. You're not, the world doesn't evolve around you. When you focus on other people and try to make them happy, you will be happy as a byproduct. When you, like Evan said about service, when you serve others, just that joy and that happiness you just made them feel, it's going to come back on you. But if you just focus on how can I make me happy, me, you have to take that M-E and turn it upside down and make the M a W. How can we be happy? If you focus on the we and not the me, I guarantee you'll be happier. And here's another thing you could do. First thing you wake up in the morning, have an attitude of gratitude. An attitude of gratitude. Give thanks and praise that you woke up this morning. And quit basing your life on circumstances, because circumstances will change. Okay? That's my answer. I hope you liked it.
Let's go.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. Nope. Oh, here's Alibaba. Very good. Alibaba. Evan, you said there are two approaches when communicating with people.
Yep.
One approach is one-to-one person communication, and you cleared it totally by saying it must be customized, but you forgot to address the other approach, which is how to communicate to masses.
I didn't forget. You weren't listening. You got to go back and watch the replay. We talked about it. Your story. Getting emotional. Go watch the replay.
Listen. Okay, Patricia says, whatever you do, just take my money, Evan. Just don't charge insane prices like TR did. He's talking about Tony Robbins.
Well, listen, Tony brings a ton of value, you know.
He does.
I mean, I haven't paid for the last few events because Tony's invited me to come as a guest. But when I first went, my very first UPW, I bought tickets and I flew I bought tickets for me and 4 people. Alex, Lily, Edwin, and Nina. Yeah, 4 people and me. So five tickets to the event, flights to get there, place to stay. I booked all of that, and I felt it was a good use of money. I didn't feel like it was a rip-off at all. So I don't know what he's charging now for stuff, but I've never felt ripped off. And if I felt he was a rip-off, then I wouldn't go either.
No, Tony, I think Tony delivers amazing value. I've been to a few of his events, and I felt like I got more than, I don't want to say 10 times as much, because that's such a go-to phrase for people. But I tell you, I definitely got triple more than what I felt like I paid for. I mean, it's life, and everyone would testify to this. It's life-changing. It really is life-changing. You're not the person that goes to his event and the person that leaves. You're not the same person. It's just impossible to be the same person, to go to a Tony Robbins event and then leave the same. No, it's not possible. It's just not.
Well, I mean, you need to show up and you need to do the work, right? You need to show up and you need to be engaged and you need to be willing to be pushed and coached. And if you do that, then yeah, you're gonna get some growth out of it, which is hopefully what you want. Some people leave early and they don't participate, and just like anything else, if you hire a coach but you're not doing your part, the coach can only do so much. You have to.
Yep.
You got to show up. That's just the theme of today: is show up.
Yeah. You only get out what you put in. Okay, so AA14, welcome, double A14. Should I give a manager of a coffee shop 7% of profits? Okay, we need more context, but okay. I'll let Evan take this one. Should I give a manager of a coffee shop 7% of profits? What are you paying them?
It's an interesting model. I mean, it depends on how else you're paying them.
Yeah.
Coffee shops typically aren't super profitable, so that may not be a lot. If you said 7% of revenue, then
Right.
then
You said
no.
profits. Yeah.
But 7% of profits is probably not going to work out to a lot,
Right.
right? I mean, most coffee shops don't. I don't know what you're kind of projecting in terms of numbers, but most coffee shops don't make a ton of money revenue wise, and then forget about profit, right? It's a low profit business for the most part. So, if you're, let's see, what do the numbers work out to? So if you make 10,000 profit, then you're giving them, oh no, get him, Teemo, get him. Oh my God, I didn't get him. Oh, I did get him. All right.
700.
Let's just make the math easy. If you're giving 10% of profit, right? You make $10,000 profit.
So you give him 1,000.
Then he gets $1,000, right? Under your scenario, he's getting 700. Here he's getting $1,000. That's a 10,000. If you're like you make $50,000 profit, which is going to be high for a coffee shop. So now you're paying 5,000. Under is what you're looking at. Is that going to be a lot to motivate somebody? Maybe. I want to look at how else they're being compensated. I like tying it to performance, but it just may not be enough money to actually motivate them to do anything. It might be your problem.
Yeah, and also what being a manager, what does that entail? What are their duties, responsibilities? They're gonna weigh all that. Is it worth it? Anyways, okay. Alibaba, Evan, you have been creating content for years. What would you say to a person who has just started to make content online?
Congratulations. You're in for an awesome trip.
There you go.
Yeah, start, go, do it.
And-
You're starting your journey. It's fantastic.
And do what he said earlier. One of the things that Evan said that made him very successful, consistency. Be consistent. And don't try to take on too many things at one time. Okay,
All right.
I'm talking to myself.
Well, that's the last question because the game is over and we lost that
Oh.
one.
Well, you know what? The last question is a good comment. I love your videos. They are very emotional. I mean,
Yes.
they're very motivational. And that's by Kefli Ayana. Kifo Ayana.
All right. Well, thank you for the love.
Thank you, guys. This is fun. I love this.
It's
You
good
guys,
to be back.
Can I say this real quick, guys? Evan gonna give you the schedule when we're gonna be back. But when he tell you we're gonna be back, please come back at that appointed time and have your family and friends come and join us. We love to answer all their questions and give them some coaching, the whole 9 yards. So invite people to come with you. Evan, take it out.
We're back on Monday. Thank you guys for the love. Appreciate you. Looking forward to it. Thank you for joining us. Everything's back on track. Hopefully we have less tech issues the next time around. We shook off the rust and made it happen. And maybe we'll get a game with Drew next time too. Looking forward to it. Have a great weekend, guys. Continue to believe. We'll see you Monday. Much love. Bye.